I've been crying, obviously. I created this account to build community because I was feeling isolated after I had my lung removal. I felt like I was the only person in the world living with stage 4 lung cancer. I definitely knew I was the only person living with one lung. I've met so many amazing people and organizations and advocates and you name it on here. But it's a double-edged sword because people with lung cancer can pass away. And one of the first few people I met, her name was Erin, Space Buns. I think she reached out to me first. I'm not sure. Maybe I reached out to her. And we built a strong connection, as most of us do, living with lung cancer. It's an immediate, deep bond that's hard to explain. I met her in person and back in like April when I went to the East Coast, and her health was declining and continued declining, and she passed away 2 weeks ago, and it hurts. I'm angry. Because she should be here right now with her son. Too many young people, young women, too many of us are diagnosed stage 3 or 4. Some of us only live months after our diagnosis. I'm angry that providers have implicit bias and haven't been re-educated on the new face of lung cancer and how it presents differently in young women. I'm angry that we're dying. I'm angry that despite lung cancer killing so many of us, it continues to be underfunded. I'm angry that policymakers can't wake up and see this as a public health crisis, a woman's health issue, like they do other cancers. And because Erin should be here right now. She complained of symptoms for so long and was rushed out of appointments to the point where she was crawling on her floor. She could not walk. She was crawling on her floor and had to get her son to grab her phone because she was so sick. That's what it took. Crawling on the floor. I think she said she lost 50 pounds. Why does it take us getting there to get a diagnosis? If Erin had access to scans, a year before, she was crawling on her floor, too sick to eat or even stand up and grab her phone. The cancer in her body would have been found more than likely at an earlier stage. Because scanning guidelines are so strict, the majority of people like me don't have access to them until we're crawling on our floors, unable to get our phone, and need help from our children. Our fucking children to stand up. Erin's life could have been saved if she had access to a scan. The first or second time she complained of persistent symptoms. You don't need a 20-year smoking history to have lung cancer. You don't need to be 70 years old to have lung cancer. More and more people like me are developing symptoms, but are being told it's asthma or allergies. Scanning guidelines need to change, or else more and more people like Erin are going to be dying. I usually choose to end my videos on a positive note, but I'm choosing not to end this video on a positive note. Things need to change, and someone's life was lost because of that. We need change.